This week's edition of the Cartoon Show is sponsored by Spicy Dingo Musk Gravy Perfume, the perfume spray that makes you smell like your own dinner, and this jar of sour pickles? One of the few foods that doesn't go bad. World-dominating brain not included.
Today, we're going to be talking about a serious issue when it comes to preserving animation, especially animation from Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure many of you out there who is watching this video heard of Adult Swim's new primetime programming block called Checkered Past.
It's kind of unfortunate for Cartoon Network fanatics like myself, because this means that block took 2 hours of Cartoon Network's time, and now instead of it being as good as it used to be, it now ends at 5 o'clock for some reason, and Adult Swim literally takes up almost the entire day, going from 5 to 7 with that, and then 7 to whatever with their own stuff. Isn't that crazy?
Checkered Past has been around since August 28th of last year and has been airing reruns of classic Cartoon Network shows, such as Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd and Eddy, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Mostly because these shows have themes and jokes and on-screen gags and humor that was relevant in the 90s, but not really suitable in the 2020s. But today, we're going to be talking about 2 recent additions to the Cartoon Network Checkered Past lineup. And that would be Cow and Chicken, Evil Con Carne, and I Am Weasel. Technically that's 3 shows, but Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel used to be one show together until I Am Weasel got its own spin-off. So recently, Cow and Chicken started airing on Checkered Past since December of last year, with occasional airings, mostly just their holiday episodes. And Evil Con Carne started airing after many, many years of being somewhere far back in the Cartoon Network archives or something.
But the thing about Evil Con Carne is that this one was actually more so an out-of-nowhere scenario, because nobody knew that this was going to air in the first place. People were just scrolling, and then they see Billy and Mindy, and they're like, okay, Billy and Mindy, cool. And then they click it, and then they see this, and they're like, wait, what the heck's going on? So, Evil Con Carne came to this completely out of nowhere.
Well, Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne used to be in one show together called Grim and Evil, but then they both got their own separate shows. Back when Checkered Past first premiered, a lot of the Cartoon Network shows they had on the lineup were presented in the 16:9 aspect ratio.
Which means
so,
that
either the picture was stretched like rubber, or just cropped to fit the widescreen ratio.
But I remember looking at Checkered Past just to see what they did with these things, and I saw them cropping this, and I'm like, are you serious? So I remember being very, very upset about that.
So here's an image of when a Cow and Chicken episode first started airing on Adult Swim. The picture, like we mentioned, was zoomed in, and the quality is really blurry, fuzzy, and smudgy. Like you're looking out a dirty car window.
Yeah, it's definitely though, compared to the other thing, which we're going to get to in just a second, it's definitely not the worst it could have been, because, it's definitely, it's okay, 480p or something like that.
And then when all the WBD networks started getting restructured with new channel ratings, placement of the screen bugs, and presenting the episodes, they started airing them in the proper ratio, in the 4:3 ratio, but the picture was still a little bit messed up.
And that was a bit of the case, but fortunately for Cow and Chicken, I think they either must have listened or they must have restored them, because now, just like some of the others, I'm pretty sure Cow and Chicken now looks beautiful. It's probably the most flawless it could ever be. Especially since downstairs in my living room, I have a 70 to 75 inch television, and now it's probably going to look as flawless as it can be.
Something tells me that Warner Brothers, who owns Cow and Chicken, probably commissioned a restoration team to restore all existing episodes of the series frame by frame, kind of like how they restored classic Looney Tunes, Hanna-Barbera, Tom and Jerry, and stuff like that. None of that using AI enhancing restoration software.
Took that right out of my mouth, dude.
Because if you restore these episodes with AI, then that would mean they would just look really smudgy and messy.
Even though AI upscaling has been starting to become a thing, but that's the thing about Cow and Chicken. Now Cow and Chicken looks beautiful, but Evil Con Carne?
Yeah. Even though Evil Con Carne has not been on the air for many years, and only started to get acknowledged again by Cartoon Network with an episode being featured in a holiday live stream they did last year. Evil Con Carne episodes they aired a couple times are in the worst quality possible.
Yeah, there's several ways I can describe this.
The quality when they aired these Evil Con Carne episodes were very pixely. They took a very poor resolution from a pirated website and just flat out put it on the air.
Yeah.
Currently, they have been airing much decent versions of the episodes. We haven't seen these episodes in a long time because we haven't grown up with the show. But I don't know if it's something wrong with the colors or the quality. But I guess Adult Swim is improving the presentation of this show that hasn't been aired in many years.
At least they're trying to, but even then, it's still not as best as it can be, and that's kind of infuriating for ways that could be things that are kind of a bit of a problem because especially now with technologies like our phones and computers and TVs and game consoles like PlayStation and Xbox and all this stuff, we're getting to a point where 4K is now becoming the new norm of our lives. And with streaming services starting to become a norm, a lot of people are trying to find great quality content. And companies like Warner Brothers Discovery are now improving quality over quantity. And I think that's one of the reasons why they're starting to remove some content from their platforms. And even then, that's becoming an even bigger issue. Because now people are starting to prefer physical media because of this stuff. And because of this stuff happening at a constant rate, people want to have this stuff forever at a good quality. So this is why people need stuff in good quality before you can think about putting it on streaming or via Blu-rays and DVDs to have forever.
Since we're getting more fancier TVs and better picture resolution, and we're starting to watch things on our phones, tablets, laptops, smart devices, things like that, like you said, the picture quality is going to be different for certain models. Sometimes you can watch videos in a certain quality, 480 on a small phone, or in 2460p on a big TV screen.
Yeah, so
it all just depends on how these cartoons are presented. Either if you show a blurry version of an 11-minute episode, or just a high quality restoration of a 30-minute special or something.
Yeah, and if you look at something that's so egregious and just in bad quality, it's going to be a sight for sore eyes. And you're going to think, wait, are my eyes, fried or something? Or, something like that? And you're just thinking, what the heck is going on here? So this is why quality is more important.
I'm glad that Adult Swim and Cartoon Network are bringing these three shows back after many years of being off the air. So I guess we should be happy that these shows are back, or maybe just wish that they would preserve them in a better state. But for now, I think we should just enjoy watching these shows on TV again, like many of you Cartoon Network fans from the 90s grew up watching them when they were first on TV. Yeah, but what do you guys think? Do you think preservation of animation is really important, or we should just be glad that these shows are back on the air for a new audience? We'll let you guys decide in the comments below. But for me, I'm gonna go get some pork butts and tater tots. See ya!